Chief Minister of Goa, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, Mr. Digambar Kamatji, Mr. Vijay Sardesai, Dr. Babita Angleji, and also congratulations for becoming the President, the members of Railway family, Mr. Carlos Megarinos, who has graced this occasion as a special guest coming directly from Argentina. And therefore, we are very happy that you are here today. And all my distinguished friends and colleagues from Goa. We are very happy that now Goa is getting connected directly by Rajdhani train with Delhi. This was a need because the connection between Goa and Delhi has increased dramatically. In the history of Goa, for the first time, there are 2 ministers in Union Cabinet from Goa. And country's defense is also entrusted to a son of Goa. The health of people of India is also entrusted to a minister from Goa. So if you have taken such a big responsibility, the Goans have taken such a big responsibility of ensuring the safety of our borders and health, well-being of our citizens, then it is a duty of the railways to connect both of you. And therefore, railway is very fortunate that now such a beautiful part of the country is getting connected to the national capital through Rajdhani. There are a number of new initiatives which were launched under the guidance and the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister to make railway a vibrant engine of growth. We realized the railways could play a significant role in many areas. One of the first steps we have taken is to address the age-old challenges of railways. One is safety, other is speed, third is the huge mismatch between supply and demand, fourthly, the type of customer service we should offer, fifthly, how to make it as transparent as possible, how to increase the capacity of railways to deliver in a manner that the people expect, and all of these things have been rolled into an action plan which is already under implementation. The budget, though was presented for a year on 26th of February last year or this year, we have already made a 5-year perspective. In the next 5 years, we hope to complete the doubling and tripling, or wherever there is a third line and it is getting congested, a fourth line. We want to ensure that as a result of this, we will be able to increase the speed considerably, reduce the delays that happen in the train travel, improve punctuality significantly, and in many areas, whether it is food, whether it is quality of linen, whether it is the type of reservation that you make, the complaints, if you want to make the complaint response mechanism, whether it is related to the type of facilities we offer on the train, many of these things were mentioned in my budget speech. I am very happy to say that 103 of those budget announcements are already implemented. 103 budget announcements are already implemented. We already started work of a significant nature. 1 lakh crore is a capital expenditure. We have already decided to increase it by making sure that a dedicated freight corridor, which is 82,000 crore project. The dedicated freight corridor will link the eastern corridor and the western corridor. We will be able to handle the cargo of 1.5 billion metric ton a year, which will significantly improve the ability of the railways to have more revenues. We also started that. As a part of Make in India, we have decided to make many locomotives and other material in India. So 60,000 worth of contract values have already been awarded. All the doubling and tripling work has either started or in the process of getting started. So in the next 3 years, we will be able to significantly complete this. As a result of this, we'll be able to offer a very stress-free travel to the citizens as well as a safe travel to the people. And to make that happen, as a part of our overall endeavor, we have decided to invest 8,50,000 crores into the railways in the next 5 years. People are asking, where is the money? We could find the money in the shortest possible time. Life Insurance Corporation has given us 1,50,000 crores for the next 5 years to be repaid in 30 years at a rate which is cheaper than even one could imagine. This is just closer to GSEC rate. And because our Reserve Bank of India has reduced the bank rate by half percentage point, that was got reduced also. So therefore, this is a great opportunity for the railways to catch up with what has not been done for a long, long time. To make railway as a source of growth for the country. And to make this happen, we are trying to do several initiatives which I just mentioned. As we complete this, we will be able to start so many new trains. The moment dedicated freight corridor is complete in next 3.5 years, most of the traffic of goods will go away from the tracks, we will be able to run more trains. Because doubling and tripling will be completed in next 3 to 4 years, we will be able to also start so many new trains on the track, including Konkan Railway. Konkan Railway is a single track. It is always good to be single-minded, but not good to have only a single track, because then we will not be able to run more trains. Today we are running 60 trains on Konkan Railway on a single track basis. So if there is any disruption of any kind, whether caused by natural calamity or otherwise, the whole operation gets completely disrupted. So to avoid this, we already started second track. On 10th of this month, I laid the foundation stone. The first phase already started. So this also should be completed in the next few years' time. So all these projects which I just mentioned, when they are completed in next 4 to 5 years, plus we are able to modernize. We already decided to make our internal coach a very model and a very modern type of coach. Already design has been prepared by National Institute of Design. We already rolled out first few coaches. But it will take long time because there are thousands of coaches which need to be renovated and retrofitted. Once that is done, people will be able to experience a different kind of travel experience when they travel by Indian Railways. And to make this happen, it takes time. And not only time, it needs money. So money we have found. The time is something we cannot help, but what we have done. My colleagues in the railway board were telling me that earlier, when a project was announced, it used to take 6 years for a tender to be issued. So time lag between an announcement of a project, including survey, to the issuing of tender is to take 6 years. The time limit, the time gap has been now reduced to 6 months. My target is also to reduce it further and make it completely transparent. Hopefully, most of the 30,000 crores worth of purchases that railways make, they are already on e-tendering platform. All work contract also, by end of this year or earliest in the next early part of next year, everything will be on internet. So all contracts will be on e-tendering platform. We are trying to make sure that whole process of railways should be very transparent. All examinations which people used to give, there are a lot of complaints about wrongdoings. Now we have started online examination. And the idea will be all examinations will be conducted online. So whole idea is to make sure that the whole process is made completely transparent, faster, efficient, as well as quality oriented. And in that endeavor, we are trying to work on it. We are also trying to take number of measures like electrification. The idea is to have 10,000 kilometers of electrification in the next few years' time. 10,000 kilometers, which has not been done in last 70 years. And we are trying to do it only because that also makes economic sense. We'll be able to save a lot of money. For example, only Konkan Railway will be able to save because of electrification at least 100 crores a year. And that much money can be used for so many other things. But not just economic sense, it also makes environmental sense. What is the point of emitting greenhouse gases by using fossil fuel, either diesel or otherwise, for transporting goods and passengers? So if you can use electric power, it also makes environmental sense. It is also a very efficient mode of transportation in line with the global trends. So we are trying to even start looking at environmental issues. We have already created Environment Directorate in the ministry. We are trying to make solar power as one of our top priority for the railways. The first solar power for Konkan Railway was already inaugurated by me. First we laid a foundation stone, and in 4 months we actually inaugurated it also. So sometimes people used to forget where the foundation stone was laid. Then we have to go and find out, appoint a committee, where was this foundation stone? We cannot see it anymore because it was laid long time back. But now what we are doing is, where time between foundation stone and inauguration also should be as short as possible, and we are trying to do that as well. So the whole idea is that we must make sure that railways become a growth engine of India, and in that direction we are trying to work. We are very happy that in state of Goa, which is, anybody will fall in love with Goa. I have not seen any person in the country or in the world who is come to Goa and not fallen in love with Goa. Of course, it is always not good to fall in Goa is all right, but to fall in love with somebody in Goa is always not a good idea. But Goa is something which always people love to visit, try to come. So we must provide connectivity. Goa is a place which can produce so much of foreign exchange, can attract so many tourists, which can create employment, but for that you need connectivity. And to make connectivity possible, railways will play a big role into making that happen. So we are also trying to do a doubling of another line which is on to from Goa to linking the southern part of India. So all of this will happen over a period of time. I am very happy that there are so many important issues have been raised. How can anybody say that Goa should not be linked to Tirupati? Because without that blessing, nothing can happen. So we'll make sure that that link is also provided as soon as possible. We are already working on it. We are also working on ROBs. In fact, this budget, I had said something like, if I am not mistaken, 7,000 to 8,000 ROBs in 1 year. We have started work on that. We like to do more. We are launching a major program of 1 lakh crore or plus. I am talking to my colleague, Finance Minister, to make sure that all ROBs are removed. The railway tracks are renewed completely, so that this is not a safety program alone, which will also enhance the speed. So we are trying to work on so many of these issues. We'll try to work on it. For Goa, 5 ROBs are already sanctioned. We'll work out with the Goa government, because normally railways have this unique formula that state government and railways must share the cost. We'll find out how we can address that issue. We'll find out a solution, but we'll definitely work on these ROBs for railways in the next few months. I will, of course, my good friend Mr. Dhaulikar said he wants to come to Delhi. So I was thinking, if he wants to come to Delhi, why should he help only the airline business? He should come by train. So we have started Rajdhani. Now you can come to Delhi more often. And therefore, we'll make sure that we'll have a meeting in Delhi. We'll try to address this problem, and we'll make sure that railways play a key role in development of Goa as a state. Many of my colleagues and friends have raised issues. The Member of Parliament in Lok Sabha, Ms. Sawaikar, has said something. The Chief Minister is, of course, the most respected friend of ours. So whatever he says is something has to be implemented. We work with state government very closely. And not only that, Goa is a shareholder of Konkan Railway. So you have a right to speak not only here, but in the general body meeting also. So therefore, we have an obligation to fulfill that. Mr. Digambar Kamath has also expected certain things. All of this rolled into one. We'll make sure that we'll implement this in the next few years' time, few weeks' time, few months' time, and try to make Goa a really hub of growth that Goa deserves to be. And we look forward to that happening, and extremely happy to note that we get excellent cooperation from the state government. This is something which is helping us to propel Goa into a different growth trajectory. So therefore, I put on record my sincere appreciation of the state government, all the public representatives. Without everybody's cooperation, it is not possible for railways to develop. So this is a new era of partnership, and we are very happy that partnership is so evident in state of Goa with all public representatives, all the state government representatives, irrespective of their ideology, political affiliations, work toward development of Goa. So we look forward to that. Thank you very much. And I really offer you the best wishes, though belated one, for Diwali, and a little early best wishes for the new year to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we proceed. I request the dignitaries to proceed to the Madgaon station for flagging off of Madgaon Nizamuddin and inauguration of escalator.